Hello everyone, this is Marie Manucherry. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel and thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving any comment that I'd be happy to respond to. Today I want to talk about why is it so hard to communicate with your spirit guides. The main reason why it would be challenging to communicate with any form of energy that lives in the non-physical realm, which means outside of the earth, in beautiful expanded consciousness, is because all the beings who live outside of the earth realm run their energy in a very high frequency. And it's not that they're not communicating with you. They are. They don't go on vacation. They're always there for you, in particular your spirit guides. uh, but if your energy is low and their energy is high, it's like you're on two different types of radio station and you can't hear them. They can always hear you because lower vibration energy can be heard by all the frequencies that are elevated. So, interesting enough, if you can be happy, if you can have your energy in an elevated place, which is typically a challenge for most human beings, then you're going to be able to hear your spirit guides, angels, or any divine being that's in the multisensory world. You're going to be able to hear them or see them or feel them and have an understanding of what it is that they want to communicate with you. So I'm going to make a picture so you can kind of get an idea of where everybody is in relationship to Earth. So, we live in the third dimension. The fourth dimension is where all of your guides stay in like a hallway. They stay in this hallway separate from other beings from the non-physical reality because guides work really hard. They're constantly trying to get us to move along on our path to be in alignment with our higher self. Now, even though they're working hard to help us because we basically hired them, although I don't think they get paid, but we picked them out before we incarnated. In fact, I always see a catalog that before you reincarnate from Earth, you pick out your guides from this catalog. My guides have told me that actually doesn't work that way. But that's what I always see. So you and I live in the third dimension, and the spirit guides hang out in a hallway. It's like a corridor in the fourth dimension. But all of us were hanging out together in the fifth dimension, which is the heaven for this world. So one of your primary guides has to stay with you all the time, can never ever leave your side. But the rest of your guides sometimes have to go back to the fifth dimension to go to what I call the round table to negotiate things that you've now changed your mind about. So before we incarnate, we make decisions about what century we're going to be born into, what gender we wish to be. And we also make decisions about things that we would love to um, learn about or experience. And so let's say before you came to Earth this last time, you decided that you weren't going to have any children. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but you decided, I'm not going to have kids this time. So much work. I can kind of relate to that. So much work, I'm not going to do it this time. And then you get to Earth, you fall madly in love with someone, and you want to procreate. So no children have been picked out. In other words, there hasn't been this, oh, you're going to have these children, they're going to stimulate you in this way to learn these things or to experience these things. So some of your guides will leave your side, go to the round table on the fifth dimension, and sit with each other and your higher self and some form of God consciousness, and then you'll pick out some beautiful kids who want to be raised by a parental unit like yourself, you and your spouse or your partner, before they incarnate to Earth. So that's the only time guides are allowed to leave your side, is if they're going to go and negotiate something really important for you because you've changed your mind. Free will is the strongest law in the universe. Anyone can change their mind anytime they want to. In fact, when we come to Earth, we make a decision about when it is we would like to leave Earth and go back to home, the fifth dimension. So we make that one decision, but we also choose four other exit routes because we can leave whenever we want. We have free will. So we have actually five potential exit routes that we could choose from to cross over to the other side when we're done living here in this physical reality. And your guides will help you with that as you make a decision, which could be a very spontaneous, obviously unconscious choice to leave your body when a car's coming really fast by you and you're like, I'm kind of done hanging out on Earth. I'm ready to cross over. And you whisk yourself out into the road, and now you're back in the fifth dimension hanging out with friends and family you haven't seen in a very long time. Your guides are constantly communicating with you. They're constantly helping you to make choices that are in alignment with the things you said you wanted to experience before you came to Earth. Um, they really don't have an agenda, and they actually are neutral about what you choose to do, but they've basically been giving a job, which is to guide you to ultimately have some type of experience. And even if you don't have it in this lifetime, you may try to have it in a future lifetime, or even when you cross over and live on the fifth dimension. So, the reason why it's hard to hear guides or see them or feel them is because if you're not in a happy vibration, if your energy isn't elevated, you can't hear them because their energy is in a really high frequency. It's kind of like dogs can hear dog whistles, but humans can't. They're not irritating to us. If you run your energy elevated, that means you get happy, you feel good, you enjoy your life, you have a lot of gratitude. Your subatomic particles naturally in your body will run at a faster clip and be at a higher frequency, closer to the frequency of where your guides live. Now, your guides can lower their vibration some. So it's kind of like meeting in the middle. That's why mediums are often called mediums, because they're in the middle. So your guides will lower their energy a little bit. You'll raise your energy as much as you can. That means you've got to get authentically happy. And then the two of you will meet in the middle, and then you're going to be able to understand what they're communicating to you. If you want more information about how to communicate with your spirit guides, you can also check the link below this video. I did a 6 CD audiobook on how to communicate with your spirit guides. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope this was helpful. Be happy before you have a conversation with your spirit guides, before you ask them a question, so that it can easily and effortlessly move into your physical reality and you can understand it. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.